When did you laugh at the absolute worst possible moment? I never thought I would laugh at a funeral. I thought that was a thing only in movies. The day my old boss died, I went to the small chapel feeling numb. People were whispering in that low, slow way that makes time feel wrong. I sat in the third row because I wanted to be close but not too close. The pastor began to speak about dignity and legacy. My mind wandered to the time my boss stole my sandwich at lunch and blamed it on the intern. I smiled because the memory was absurd. I tried to clamp the smile down. A woman near me sighed loudly. I imagined myself shrinking into the pew. Then my phone buzzed in my pocket. I had set a podcast alarm for the next day by mistake. I felt the vibration, and my hand jerked. My phone flipped out of my pocket and hit the floor with a loud clack. The sound snapped everyone to attention. I bent to grab it. My foot brushed the chair, and the heel of my shoe made a ridiculous squeak. The squeak sounded like a small toy. For a second, I was alone in a private loop of the sandwich memory, my boss laughing and saying tough break. The loop turned into a giggle. The giggle became a laugh. I could not stop it. It bubbled out of me like a too-hot drink. The sound was wrong for the place. Heads turned. People stared with faces opening from sorrow into confusion. My mother noticed. Her eyes went sharp. The pastor stopped talking. My laugh kept going. I slapped my hand over my mouth, and I could still feel the laugh shaking my ribs. A man behind me whispered, "Shoo," but it came out like a question. The whisper made me laugh more because the man sounded like a cartoon. I mumbled sorry, and that made the whole thing worse. My cheeks burned. The pastor tried to continue, but the room hummed. After a long, awkward minute, someone leaned over and tapped my shoulder. My boss's sister looked at me with a face that had no kindness left in it. She said, "Do you find this funny?" And I said no, and the word was thin. Later at the reception, people avoided me like a wet coat. Someone told my mother I had been rude. She said nothing to me at the time. That week, emails were cold. At work, there was a meeting where HR used the word professionalism many times. I felt like an idiot. Then a month later, a different coworker told the same sandwich story at a party, and everyone laughed. The memory had lived past the funeral. I realized my laugh had been a human spill. It was not cruelty. It was a small escape hatch in a tight place. The lesson felt awkward, but simple. Sometimes a laugh is a mistake. Sometimes it is a poor timing miracle that shows you are still alive. I still feel guilty sometimes. I also keep my phone on silent.